shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Any time or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no, I got no rival.
Hello and welcome back. Not even sloppy seconds tonight. Third time in a row. So thank you for sticking with us today. As I say, it's going to be manic the next few days. Got 2 shows tomorrow. Then we've got the watch along on Friday as well. So it's very busy, very busy in this neck of the woods. However, hope you are all well and obviously ready to give us your predictions, because that's why we do this. We do this for you guys, so you can get involved, get your predictions in, and then we can chinwag, we can have a laugh, we can do whatever needs to be done. As I say, these usually are on a Thursday at 9 o'clock, but tomorrow there will be obviously the match preview against with the West Brom fan, and then obviously we will be doing the last hour of deadline day. So stick with us for that. A couple of comments before we get started then. Dan's in nice and early and says, hi, how you doing, buddy? Max is in. Hullfire says, big up, Dan. Hope you're well, Max. Hope you are well. The man, the myth, the legend that is Douglas Horn. How are you doing? He says, evening to Dan and Carl. Yes, there we go. It's out already. I've leaked it already. Our special guest has been leaked. Carl will be joining us in just a second. Hope you're well, son. Love you. Hi, Dad, and hi again. Why not? Double hi. Hardy hi. Max says, what an intro. Sheesh, thank you very much. I have actually ordered a takeaway, and it's coming with a sheesh, so I'm looking forward to that. Kit says, yo, pal. Your pal? You're upstairs? Your pal? Are you joking? I expect a babe, or... I'd even took arsehole. Pal. No, yo. Big up. Make this stream a great one, like always, because I'm now dreading it for a few hours. And Doug says, looking forward to having you on tomorrow. Yeah. Funnily enough, I'm going into dangerous territory tomorrow. I'm going to be doing Premier League predictions on Doug's channel. Yes, that's right. We did once used to play in the Premier League. Carl will know about that. He still has a jar full of my tears from that very video. Lewis says, sheesh kebab. Yeah, well, I've got a bit of everything. I think it comes with like chips, masala fish, doner. It's like a big daddy kebab in like a box. Comes with loads of stuff. But I'm looking forward to that. Kate says, sorry. Then proceeds to say the correct terminology. So thank you. Hi to your fine arsehole self. Max also says, Danny's legendary. Do appreciate that. So thank you very, very much. The man that is Anthony Herbert, Bristol's the man that Bristol City forgot about. He says, big up, Dan. Hope you are well. And then everyone saying, like, big up to Kate. And Lewis says, sounds like you, Dad. Well, why not? If you're going to get a box full of like a bit of everything, why not? That's why you get a meat feast pizza. That way you don't have to go, oh, I'm a mushroom. Oh, pepperoni. Get a bit of everything chucked in. Save yourself the drama. Let's get into it then. First and foremost, please do smash the likes on this video. Absolutely smash them. Smash them like you're going on the attack in a derby. Please do also subscribe to the channel. It really does help. So thank you very, very much. Also, hit that notification bell if you want to be notified of any other videos that we are about to, doing very, very soon. And also, you can catch us on social media platforms. This video will play, and when you return, you will see our beautiful guest, Carl, will be on your screens. So here's where you can find us out on all social media platforms. How are you doing? The legend that is Mr. Karl Levy himself. How are you doing, fella?
I'm doing well, thank you. I like the idea about you getting your takeaway tonight in a box. Yeah, that is a proper way I have to admit, because there is an Indian restaurant you should go to if you do come again at some point. It's called Nawab's, and they do some fantastic Indian. It comes in like in a box, so you just carry with you, like you just really proper. Yeah.
Quality. Absolute quality. I'm gonna have to venture over. I even had a dream the other week that I started a YouTube channel called Scram with Dan.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I don't know why I had this dream that I started a food channel called Scram with Dan. But you know, I might have to take this dream further. You never know. It could be the be all and end all. First and foremost, though, mate, thank you very, very much for obviously. And I know obviously we couldn't do the other week prior to me going away because of food poisoning. Again, I'm taking that risk tonight. But yeah, thank you very much for sticking with us. I'm so glad to get you on, and plug your socials away, sir, because you're an absolute cracking guest and a cracking guy.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I appreciate it. You lot can find me at Karl Levy 92 personally, but you can find myself and Doug at the Totally Leaving a Hall football channel on Twitter at LH Football Pod. You can find us on YouTube as well as Facebook. We are doing our own the Saturday show, myself and Doug, every 2 hours on the Saturday morning from 10 a.m. We're back on again this weekend as well. We'll talk about the last couple of days of the football topic, including what's happened as well. And we also on podcast services on Spotify, Google, Apple, and other podcast and streaming services as well. So,
no, that's fair enough. Don't worry, that wasn't to you. That's to the missus who says that she'll.
I know it is.
Just thought I'd clarify. Probably wrong timing to do that, but yeah, no. People can head over to the Total Leaving Home podcast. The link to the YouTube channel is in the description of this video. So please do go show your support. Show Karl and Doug, who obviously is coming on, is put the link in there for you all to go check out. As I say, it's in the description, a straight link, head there, and you can show your support. Max says, Scram with Dan, sounds decent, brother. I might have to take it off. It just means that Kate will have to chauffeur me around everywhere. But to be fair, she does that now without me eating all over the place. So I suppose it's not one of those. She says, at least you're eating after the show. I personally think you just tried to get out of predicting because you didn't want to come in at the bottom again. I'm already at the bottom, so I can't get any lower. Anthony says, yes, sounds good that Dan. Put some pineapple on your pizza. I would rather tip a dog shit bin out than put pineapple on a pizza. Nah, not for me. Kate says, Scram with Dan has a ring to it, and so does your finger. See how I got that in there? My little lady. Max says, Meat Feast is best, and obviously it's subbed to the Levy and Horn podcast as well. Kate, just to let you know, the takeaway's on the way, so when you hear the door, nice one. But yes, we are here. You wouldn't believe it after all that food talk. We are here to talk about the championship predictions. And first and foremost, Karl, I need to come to you. Obviously, you spent a good few years in the EFL, with Leeds at the, obviously you dropped down to League One and you've rebuilt since then. Tell us about your season so far. I know it's obviously still early doors, but what have you made of your season so far?
Really good early start of the season to get 8 points from 4 or 5 games. In return, it's been good compared to where we were last year. We only got a point, 2 points after 4 games. We were in the bottom 3. I think it's a lot different now that we are playing the right system. We could be a little bit better when we during yesterday's game with Everton. We could be a little bit better trying to press because Everton was trying to do dog shite on us. Really wanted to do dog shite. Lampard actually gone with his bloody hair. I just forgot. It was just Other than that, no, it's been a good return of points. What we need. I think some of our players are bedding in well. I think we hopefully try to get 1 or 2 more players by tomorrow. We'll see. Even though we was rumors that we had no money, but I wouldn't mind getting players on loan. That might be a better option for us. But no, it's a good start return. To in the Jesse March era, we see what we're trying to do, and but 2 wins. 2 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. I take that at the moment right now where we are. So
No, fair shout. Absolute fair shout indeed. I mean, what have you made of your transfer business?
yeah, very good transfer business. What we needed. I think Brendan Harrison is a steal. Lucas Sicaresta scored a goal yesterday. No wonder he scored over 20 goals to final last season. And I hopefully he can get fitter as well because I know he's just come up from his injury. I think Christensen just needs to be a little bit better on the right side, but I think with Aileen coming back soon, I think Aileen will guide him under as well, be his mentor, will make him a very good, better right back. And yeah, Adams and Rocker, they've been terrific. They have been the partnership we needed. So yes, hello Rebecca. Yeah, so we had dinner
Hi,
with
Rebecca.
we had dinner with Douglas and Rebecca on Saturday, myself and my beautiful partner. So we were at
Oh,
theirs.
nice.
So yeah, they cooked a lovely meal as well, actually. So I can't doubt that. So I can't really know. So yeah, it was our first meal since the wedding. Yeah, we all got together since the wedding, actually. So yeah.
Nice. A sober one, I'm guessing.
We had a few drinks. I had a little bit of wine, and then Doug had some beers. So yeah,
Why not? Why not? It adds to the ambience, doesn't it?
it does. Yeah.
It does. And speaking of ambience, there is. I didn't even tally it up, so I think there's 13 games to get through. Obviously, starting with the Friday game, which it will be Burnley. Obviously, well, let's get into the main event then. The EFL prediction show, as you all know, is back after 2 weeks off due to food poisoning and having a bit of a relaxing break, which is always nice. True Red says, "CK8 Man City, who doesn't?"
Hey,
but
Haaland's in my team, right? So I've been getting a lot of maximum points on Haaland at the moment the last 2 weeks, which has been better for me. So
well, he has put them 1-0 up against Forest, so it started early. So to be honest, it's going to be interesting. Going to be an interesting season. Cindy's in and says, "Hi Dan, hey everyone. I hope you are well, Cindy. Hope you are well." Anthony says, "Bristol City have got Huddersfield tonight." Yep, they certainly have. They certainly have indeed. And good luck to both teams in that. See who comes out the better of the two. I know, obviously, with your family and you yourself being from around the Huddersfield area, or brought up in that neck of the woods, you'll have a soft spot for Huddersfield, won't you, the champ? A little bit.
Not really at the moment. No,
Is it not? Is it a touchy subject with being a Leeds supporter, I guess?
Well, it is most of my family, especially good two of my cousins did play for us. So yeah, it is. I think the Levy side of the family, it's kind of a touchy subject because mix of us have been brought up as Leeds, Huddersfield. You have the odd Manchester United fan, which is my uncle, but yeah, I haven't spoken to my aunties much about Huddersfield as much, actually, not since the final. So I probably want to see her again. I'll probably talk to her about that as well. I'll just say what she has to say about it. But yeah, I haven't said much. I don't give myself for Huddersfield at the moment. Neither is my dad. So
it's right enough. It's right enough. I say that the last time it stood, just because obviously it's been a while since we did the fixtures. Kate, as you know, is top of the leaderboard. She was top. She finished top of the Premier League one. She knows back all about football, but she somehow finishes top. I don't know how she does it. I really don't. But hey ho, that's the way it goes. So Kate is top. The guests who Carl is obviously playing for today are in second spot with 10, so only 3 behind Kate in top spot. And then me, again, rock bottom. Shite is always shite. Deserves to be at the bottom. I am doing an Everton this year. I am literally doing my worst. And I'm on 7. So let's hope for a better week. However, let's get into it then. Let's get this show on the road. First game of the weekend. And it's a nice fixture on Sky. Burnley take on West Brom at the Hawthorns. Carl, give us your thoughts on that.
I think Burnley look decent this season. I think you're playing a lot better under Visit Company. You're playing the right attacking football that I think some of the Burnley fans have been crying out for a number of years now, especially when you had under Dyche, and I think that's changed. I think Company, still get a few more players in by tomorrow night. I think where West Brom are at the moment, I question a bit on the Steve Bruce at the moment, what they're trying to go for, and I really do. But I think Burnley just looks like the team that could even go back up the season. I feel like that they're going to get more better throughout the season. I think Burnley will win this one by 2-1.
No, I'll take that. I'll take that. I know Kate. I know whether she's putting the comments in or not. She might be getting a little one to bed. But no, she's put a comment in. Of course, she has. Just as I say that, it come through. She's gone with the Burnley win. Anything is possible, given it being a West Brom at home. But I'll always back my team regardless. Well, you say that, but they played Wigan yesterday and only drew 1-1, and that was the same Wigan team we beat 5-1, literally last weekend. So, it's not saying that it's a case of we should be beating them comfortably, but it's a Steve Bruce side. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. But, nice and early, you've gone in with a Burnley win. I think it's a full house across the board. Yourself, myself, and Kate all go in for Burnley winning that one. As I say, guys, get your comments in as well. Let us know your thoughts, your predictions on how you think the games will finish, and we'll get them up on screen. Ducky says 3-1 up. You well, Ducky, mate. I was going to ring you the other day, but a lot of shit came up, so I'll give you a ring in the next couple of days, fella. But 3-1, Ducky's gone for. Max says West Brom 2, Burnley 2. Not a bad result on the road. I'd take that. I think a point on the road is decent. But three back-to-back wins, if you count the cup as well. Hopefully we'll be able to add a fourth. Cindy's gone 3-2 to Burnley. I would take that. Anthony says a smash and grab by Burnley 1-0. Again, I'll take that as well. Kate says, I did say that anything could happen, but I'll back my team regardless. 100%. 100% indeed. So a full house across the board for Burnley then. And although Burnley are away, there is another unwanted Lancashire team playing at home, and that's these dirty inbreds. Blackburn are playing Bristol City. Yes, I was talking about Blackburn, Anthony, if you're in. I was talking about Blackburn as inbreds, not you, not Bristol City. But yeah, Blackburn seem to have thought they'd had the league wrapped up in August and now lost their last two games.
Yeah, I know exactly. They were overhyping it pretty much. They could start the season, but they've been brought back down to earth after the last three games, losing. Only winning the last 3 games. So it's not a surprise. Well, the team I really feel sorry for is Bristol City at the moment. I thought Nigel Pearson was going to bring in a really good team. I thought could challenge, but as I said, they've done well at the moment. 2 wins, but they could do a lot better at the moment. But I feel sorry for Nigel Pearson because he's had to, the squad's changed quite a bit. He's had to take over a team that really won fight for that playoff spot a few years ago. It's just slowly lost its way a bit, And then I know I keep an eye on Naki Wells, who's at Huddersfield, who's gone over there as well to Bristol City as well. I think Blackburn at home at the moment, I just feel like couldn't get a result because, like I said, Blackburn at 30th at the moment, Bristol City's 9th. So I think Blackburn will continue this losing run at the moment. I think Bristol City could win in just 1-0 actually.
No, not a bad shout. I've gone for Bristol City to win as well. I couldn't, even if they were in form, I could never back them. Never back them. Yeah. Kate, that's probably why Kate's top of the leaderboard, because the last few weeks that she has done, she backed Blackburn to win when they were in form. So it's probably why she's got the extra points. But to be fair, she said she's gone for a draw in this one. Blackburn have taken a nosedive recently, so I think it'll be a close one. Del Boy's in. What's the bleeding story? What's the crack? Hope you're well, mate. Just dropping by to say hello. Anthony says, I know, Dan. Kate's comment. Ducky says, sounds good, buddy. Luke's gone for Bristol City 2, Blackburn 1. Max says, Blackburn have been humbled, rumbled, and probably a few horses have been fumbled as well. And sisters. Yeah. Disgusting buggers, Blackburn. Anthony says, Bristol City 1-0. Cindy's gone for, I'm just learning about the other teams in this league, so I'll go with your picks for now, Dan. Not a problem. There is a reason why I'm bottom of the leaderboard. You might want to go with Kate's predictions, Cindy, to be honest. Max says 1-1. 1-1. He's gone for two draws in the Burnley game and in the Blackburn game. So interesting stuff. Luke says, I'm assuming, Danny, you're hoping Blackpool beat Blackburn tonight. Yeah, of course. And any team, whether it's Blackpool or Preston, and Blackburn getting beat has to be the main priority. Doug's gone for a Burnley 1-0 win and also for a 1-1 in the Blackburn-Bristol City one. And Kate says, silly question that, Luke. Yeah, it is indeed. Everybody wants Blackburn to get beat. So, yeah, as it is, Kate's gone for the draw. Myself and you, Carl, have gone for a Bristol City winner. Next up, then, we travel to Luton. To be fair, when they played Burnley, I thought they were absolutely fantastic. Again, another team that sort of can turn up on their day. Wigan, they're one of them teams out there that constantly yo-yo from League One and the Championship now. But do you think this is a season that they might actually stay up? And do you think they'll get anything from this game?
It's a good question. I think they will. I think they will stay up into currency. I think they want to get a few more bodies. I think Charlie White coming back from a life save, nearly his life as well. I watched about his story the other day. I didn't realize, he collapsed, and then
that video where it showed the actual thing that were fitted and everything. And
I saw it.
Mad that, weren't it?
Wow, yeah, really mad. I think Wigan. Very lucky to have a player like him who's going to be inspiration for all, and he wants to continue playing, and that's a fair play for him as well, because I know he has, when he's been with the man and certain clubs he's struggled. I think that Sunday he struggled a bit. I think at Wigan he's found himself home, and I think having that support that he has right now, that have supported him after the incident happened to him, I think it's tremendous anyway as well. Wigan, despite the loss 5-1 to you lot last weekend, I don't see it's going to be a big score, but I think Luton will just edge this one 2-1. I think Luton still need to fight for again in the playoffs this time. I just feel like Luton needs to take this opportunity now if they want to get promoted this season. That is their main target if they want to be the dark horses again.
Yeah, definitely. Ducky says Luton 3, Wigan 0. Max says Luton 2, Wigan 1. Kate's gone for a Luton win as well. And I think I'm with you and Kate, to be fair. Wigan at home, managing to, obviously got beat by us comfortably. But then when it comes to the fact of, they played West Brom, they managed to get a point yesterday against Luton away from home. I think he's going to be, as you said, a very tough fixture. With Luton trying to get, back in that playoff hunt again, it will be another sorry day for Wigan at the office. So I'm with you. I think a full house on that one as well for Luton Town. Speaking of a team that have been beat, in fact, I'll just take these couple of questions. Luke says Luton will be in form, easy 2-0. And Doug's gone for the same. Luton 2, Wigan 0. Cindy says, which teams does Burnley / we have a standing rivalry with? Sounds like Blackpool maybe one. I never saw Blackpool as a rivalry until we played them and we drew 3-3. And the atmosphere that day, the other week was just something else. It screamed a derby game. And I've never, ever really seen that with Blackpool. It's usually been the likes of Preston or Blackburn, to be honest. But the Blackpool game, for some reason, there was a real thing about it. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But yeah, you can stick Blackpool in there. But Preston and Blackburn have got to be the main two, really.
Especially for your the teams were the founders of the Football League, so it is a huge rivalry. So
definitely. Going then to obviously the team Burnley beat only yesterday, Millwall back at home, and they're facing a Cardiff side who haven't really started off that well this season.
No, they haven't, and never has Millwall as well. Actually, these are the teams who are real, especially Cardiff, going for a bit of a big change as well. I know they try to, to get through, to try to get back into the top half and try to transfer the players. But they had a good early start, but they've lost it a bit at the moment. And I do worry about that as well, especially where Cardiff is at the moment, 16th and Millwall 20th as well. I just worry about these teams at the moment. Can they really challenge for the top two? I don't for the top half. I don't know. I think Cardiff might have the edge of that. I think Millwall will struggle a little bit at that. But I'm going to go for score draw. I'm going to say 2-2 because Millwall have been drawing some really interesting draws, like even the one against Swansea when it was 2 goals in the last, in injury time. So, yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw between Millwall and Cardiff, actually.
No, that's fair. That's a fair one. I'm with you. Another clean sweep for all three of us. We've all gone for the same. There's not going to be much change in the scoreline at the moment, especially if we're all correct, because I've gone for a draw myself as well. I think it's going to be make for an interesting one, especially the way that the teams have been recently. Owen's gone for a Millwall 1-0. Doug says can't back against Millwall at home. Cardiff are poor and has gone 3-0 Millwall. You never know. That's why we do these prediction shows. It's all about what we think it will be. So yeah, clean sweep across the board in terms of draws. Speaking of clean sweeps, you definitely need to make sure you've got enough petrol in your car to get to this place because it's out in the sticks and everybody hates an away trip there. However, Coventry, unlucky for them, they've got to travel to Norwich. I look at this game and I think Coventry fans will just be looking forward to seeing just some football at the minute.
Absolutely, especially the way the stadium owners, the Watch Rugby, let the Commonwealth Games use that pitch for rugby said, and not even thought about the pitch before. Coventry have not played like these 3 games as well, which is I feel sorry for the Coventry fans because they should be situation that anyway. I think because they just need some football, and I feel sorry because they are at the bottom of the table at the moment. I know Mark Robbins is trying to do his best as he can, because this was going to be an interesting season for Coventry, especially they would have just gonna thought, okay, let's see how it go mid-table, see how it go. But it's tough for them at the moment, it really is. As for Norwich, they had a poor start as well. There was questions about D. Smith. Was he the right man? I was seeing a lot of things from Norwich fans questioning about it as well. But they've had a bit of a good, they've been a little bit more better lately. And no wonder they are second at the moment behind Sheffield United. I think this is a foregone conclusion. I think Norwich will win 3-1 against Coventry.
Yeah. Again, we are all in the same boat. All gone for Norwich. Don't see Coventry getting anything out of this game. Even Doug's gone for a Norwich 2-1 over Coventry City. As Kate says, people, please remember to hit that thumbs up button on this video. Smash the likes, please, if you can. And sub if you haven't already. Also, get involved. Get into the description of this video because this man below me, Karl, deserves a lot of credit. Him and Doug do a lot, to bring people content on a Saturday morning. It's better than Soccer AM, so please do go check it out. Who needs Jimmy Bullard and Fenners when you've got Carl Levy and Douglas Horn bringing you in the morning? So please do get into the description of this video as well and check out their channel. Drop a sub on there as well. Do appreciate it. Ducky's gone 4-1 Norwich. 4-1 Norwich against Coventry. Wow, a big scoreline for Norwich then. We shall see. But a full clean sweep across the board for the Norwich game then. And to another game that for me could be one of those that sort of last on a highlights reel. Preston against Birmingham. Not really got much of a write-up to say about this one. Birmingham have ticked to go down this season personally, and they've got a trip to Deepdale.
Yeah, it is. This is interesting. I do worry. I agree with you as well. I do worry about Birmingham this season as well, especially, some of the players. I know they just signed Josh Meyer from Bordeaux, who the former Sunderland player. So it's just, I worry for the Blues, and I know one or two players who are big Birmingham supporters, and from what they've told me, from what I've been hearing, it's a huge worry for the club, the future of the club as well. For Preston, even though they're in the top half, but 1 win as well and 6 draws, you question them where they're going to get the wins at the moment, Preston. But I can't look past Preston. Unfortunately, I think Preston will get a win against Birmingham. I think it'll be a 1-0 win for Preston.
No, fair shout. Fair shout. Preston, Kate's gone for Preston as well. I know she hasn't put it in that, but that's because she went to answer the door because I could smell the waft coming from the letterbox. But she's gone for Preston as well against Birmingham. So has Karl. So you know what? I'm going to be a bit different. I'm going to go down the middle. I'm going to say that Birmingham this weekend can catch Preston, and I'm going to go for a score draw. I'm going to go straight down the middle. I'm going for a draw. But everyone is backing Preston as well. As say, Ducky's gone for Preston 2-0. Owen went for 1-0. Doug's gone for 1-0 Preston as well. They've not conceded a goal yet and only scored 6 goals. It is going to be a tight one. As I say, it's going to be a very tight one. Max is going with the earlier game as well. Norwich 3, Coventry 0. Luke's gone Preston 1, Birmingham 0 as well. So they don't expect many goals in here. But Max has gone completely the opposite end of the spectrum and has gone for a Birmingham 2-1 win over Preston North End. One where, I mean, if you look at the league table, it's pretty much how you'd expect it to be in terms of teams that are in and around that hunt at the moment, with Watford, Burnley, Sheffield United, Norwich all up there. Rotherham have been a very surprise package this season. I thought they wouldn't win many games, if any at all. I thought with the players that they'd lost, they'd be in for a torrid time. But, I mean, I've got to eat my hat. Rotherham have actually stepped up to the plate this campaign.
Yeah, they've been one of my surprise packages this season. Very surprising. And like I said, they've lost so many good players. Like, so over the years, they've tried to come promote back and they get relegated. But somehow they found a way of finding really good players. And I think they've done quite well the first few games to be in the top half of the table. Watford under Rob Edwards, they look a lot more pressing than they have. They look a lot better now. I think they've seen a bit more better football. And they've only conceded 2 goals. They've only conceded like 6 goals as well. It's not too bad depending on the championship, but I think Watford will carry out their performance as usual. I think they will win at least 4-1 against Rotherham. Actually, I think Rotherham will be having a bit of torrid time, but I think Rotherham will give it a go. But I think Watford need to fight for the top 2 spots, the top 2 spots now.
No, that's a fair shout. A fair shout indeed. I say Max went 3-1, and then he says thinks Brummies will surprise Preston. Kate said Preston win. She's just catching up, and she's gone for a Watford win. Yeah, I think again another clean sweep across the board. I can't see Rotherham getting anything from this. If they do, then it's an absolutely fantastic result for them on home soil at the New York Stadium. But a full sweep in that game as well. To a team that I expected to be up there, but who have been very, very, very disappointing. A team you'd have expected much better from, especially when they were firing in goals from Paro, whatever he's called, last season. Swansea just haven't got going yet, and QPR are just one of those hit and miss teams so far in the campaign. How do you see this one faring, Carl?
Yeah, I completely agree with you with that one. I think Swansea have been a very disappointing team. I expected them to be in the top half of the table in the promotion race. They've been very poor. Like I said it earlier on, they conceded 2 late own goals to Millwall, and they're not being consistent enough to try to get to the end of the game with a win. And I think for QPR and Michael Beale, it's like I agree with that as well. They're being up and down with it, but even though, like I said, they have got good players as well through there. I just worry at the moment where Swansea is going to be, after the transfer window tomorrow, what they're going to get, what players they're going to get, who's going to leave. I do worry about that. Unless a QPR, I think they need more bodies in to make sure that they are challenging, such as like Dykes, who I saw in Scottish football. Livingston. I think he can continue his running, with how he's done well down in West London. Excuse me. I just feel like at the moment, I could see this. It's a tough one because I really thought I could see a draw with this one, but so that QPR not good on the road. I think this could be a 0-0 draw. I just can't see Swansea winning this one. I just really struggle what Russell is trying to do at the moment.
No, that's a fair assessment. As you say, QPR. Ducky's gone for Swansea to win 1-0, and he also says Swansea are 1 up at Stoke as well, which is a shock because Stoke are another surprise package, which we will get onto in the next game. 2 teams who have surprised me actually in the next game. Kate's gone with a QPR win, as I say. It's a tough one. I'm going to make this an even split. I'm going to go and say Swansea nick it, just that way we've got all grounds covered in that, and we've all picked a separate one. But Max has gone for QPR to win 2-1, so he's gone with Kate's prediction of QPR winning. Then to 2 teams who have been probably more surprising. Just a few more coming in. Owen's gone 1-1. And Doug has gone QPR 2 over Swansea as well. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. 2 teams who have, started the season punching well above their weight. Reading, top of the league until pretty much midweek or last weekend. And, as much as Stoke got rid of Michael O'Neill, it seems they had to... They didn't want to change much, so they've brought a different O'Neill in, haven't they? And it's not O'Neill, it's Neil, isn't it? Alex Neil.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to change much, really. They just dropped the O and brought in someone with a bald head. So Stoke obviously appointed from Sunderland. Sunderland will be disappointed with that manager, losing the manager. But how do you see this one? Obviously, Stoke potentially have that new manager bounce.
It's a no question, especially with what Michael O'Neill had to cut a wage amount of 20 annual wage of £40 million to try to beat the 20 because there was a lot of players with on huge contracts. I really thought Stoke was going to have a good decent season, and they just didn't have it. I really thought last week I thought there's no way Alex Neil will go leave Sunderland where they had to move to Stoke, and I was surprised he did. He did, and if that new manager boss, can he get them playing and try to get the 2 winners? I don't know. But as for Reading have surprised me as well. The way he has done. I think Alex Neil's gonna have a bit of a tough day. I think it's gonna be a 2-0 win to Reading. I just think Stoke he's not gonna. I think they will try and get something as well. And Reading at home has been decent as well at home this season. So you gotta give fair play to what they're trying to do. So I think 2-0 win for Reading.
Yeah, no, that's a fair shout. Kate's gone the same. She said she's gone with a Reading win. Carl's back. Hope you're well, Carl. He says, hi, Dan. Hope you're okay. Come on, up the Clarets. Up the Clarets indeed, mate. Luke says, Reading 2, Stoke 1. Ducky's going for Reading 2-0. Good at home, Reading, but dreadful away from home. Carl's gone Stoke 2-0. Doug said, again there, pretty much what Ducky said as well. Reading are decent at home, 2-1 to Reading. Owen's gone for the same, 2-1. Little Adar says, greetings to yourself, BTRD. Hope you are well. And Luke says, only positive about losing to Man City is it's doing wonders for my fantasy team. I bet it is. And Max says, Reading 1, Stoke 1. I'm with Max. I'm going to go for a share of the spoils. I think Stoke will expect a team like Reading to, as much as they've started quite well, Reading, I think they'll be wanting something a little. They'll be expecting to be in and around where Reading are come the end of the season. So it's one of those games. It's definitely going to be a tough one to call. So I'm going to go straight down the middle and sit on the proverbial fence. But the next game, we have a Yorkshire-Lancashire squabble come Sunday at 3 p.m. Huddersfield at home, back at the John Smith against Blackpool. How do you see this one going?
I question where Huddersfield is at the moment, especially the way they lost into the playoff final and not thinking about when they were placing Carl Coburn. I think that they put a risk of putting Danny Schofield. And I know a lot of Terriers fans have been questioning Dean Hoyle about his strategy of appointing him and where's the money gone and so forth. And yeah, it's not been a very good place at the moment in Huddersfield for a team like that. Yeah, a draw against West Brom, which in the end it should have won on Saturday. That would have been disappointing for them. For Blackpool, with Michael Absolute back in the helm, make sure, good start at home, but not being good, good start, with the first game win, and then they've just been not being thereabouts. I can see a draw on these two teams. I think these two teams can't get a win at the moment. I'm going for a 1-1 with this one.
No, that's not bad. I've sat on the fence again, same as the last game. I'm with you. I've gone for a draw myself. You don't know what performance you're going to get out of Huddersfield back at home, but Blackpool, again, a bit like QPR, are a team that can turn up on the day and absolutely, whitewash a team. But I think in a game like this, a draw, probably not a bad result. Let's have a look at what people have gone for. Kate's gone for Blackpool to win this one. BTID has said Huddersfield are struggling. Max has gone for 2-2 between the two teams. BTID says a draw for him as well. Carl's gone for 1-1. Doug's saying morale boosting win for Huddersfield, 2-1 over Blackpool. Ducky's gone for a 2-2 as well. It seems we've everyone's in agreement that they can't really separate or pick a winner in this one. And BTID says Donkey Lashers can't defend for toffee. No, but they'll certainly take on a free ride for a bit of toffee. And Luke says Huddersfield 1, Blackpool 1 as well. So yeah, obviously myself and yourself sitting on the fence with that one for a draw. Kate's gone for Blackpool, and not really far. I know it's if you keep going through Yorkshire, you'll eventually get to Humberside, and you end up at Hull. A bit of a tough one again. Hull spent a lot of money. Sheffield United, obviously top of the league, will not want to lose that position right now. How do you see this one faring?
This is going to be a really good, entertaining game. Actually, I think this is going to be one of the game of the weekends. I think we didn't expect what Hull's going to do, especially if overhaul the squad. They've had a good start to this season as well. I think really the surprises as well. Can they keep it up? That's going to be another question. Can they do that? Sheffield United, I think with Heckingbottom there now. I know what he did do well at Leeds years ago, but I think he seems to be the right man to fit at Sheffield United. Yeah, I think they're going to be the team really going to be challenging to get back into the Premier League as well. This is going to be a very close game. I can see a few goals in this game. I really can, because these are two very attacking teams, really attacking teams. So I think this is going to be a 3-2 win for Sheffield United, and I think Hull will just lose this one.
No, it's fair shout. Fair shout. I'm with you. I think it's another clean sweep in this game as well. Let's have a look at what you guys have been saying. Max, who is a Hull fan, has even predicted Sheffield United to win this 2-1. So fair assessment from him there. If he could have gone Hull 5-0 if he wanted, but he's gone for his team to get beat in this one. Burlington Ladas says Sheffield United win. Kate's gone for a Sheffield United win as well. Ducky's gone for exactly as what you said, Carl, 3-2 Sheffield United. And Doug's lowered each team's score by 1 and gone for a 2-1 to Sheffield United. But yeah, I'm with you. I think it's going to be a tasty game on Sunday, is that one. And as you say, there could be plenty of goals in it. Now, on to the last game, Monday night fixture, 8 o'clock at the Riverside before... sorry, I don't even know what I'm on about before. Middlesbrough take on Sunderland. A bit of a derby. But, Sunderland just appointed Tony Mowbray, the former Blackburn manager. So... Borough with Chris Wilder. Again, I've expected better from Borough. this year so far. I know it's still early doors, only 7 games in, but Sunderland now have to pull a rabbit out their hat. For me, losing a manager like Alex Neil to Stoke, who are tipped to pretty much like, or who were tipped by many of us to potentially drop this year, must mean there's something going on behind the scenes at Sunderland for a manager who's just took them up to jump ship.
Yeah, absolutely. It was like a surprise. I think, I know Sunday are recalling for the new season of Sunday Till I Die, which is going to come back on Netflix at some point later next year, I think. So and there was rumors that it's true that they did recall of Alex Neil was wanted to leave. So very surprised with this one. For Borough, I'm a bit disappointed with Chris Wilder because he's not a bad manager, but sometimes he can be on this ego trip sometimes, and gets a bit frustrated. I know he's been linked with the job at Bournemouth. Will he go? Who knows? That's another question. It'll be late to get his plays in. If he goes by tomorrow. So I really, really don't. I can't see beyond Borough or Sunderland at the moment. I think if Tony Mowbray is a decent right fit for them, I think he will keep them steady as well this season. I know that, like I said, they could try to finish in the mid-table. That would be a good season for Sunderland, to be happy with being back in the Championship, because I know being four or five seasons, it's been weird for them, being tough for them especially. So they've got relegated for the Premier League. I think this is going to be a bit of a 1-2. I'm going to say a 2-2 draw, because this derby can have its certain moments. And I think Sunderland will be the happier of the teams to get a point than Borough.
No, that's not a bad assessment, mate, to be fair. I think looking at it, Kate's gone for a draw in this one as well. Ducky's gone 2-2. Burnley Till I Die said Borough win. I'm with you. I think Borough may potentially nick it. I think it'll be a very close game. It's one of those that's got like the odd goal in it. And it could go either way. But I have gone for Borough to potentially nick this at home. Burnley Till I Die says 2-0. Carl says, you can't say Blackburn, Dan. It's the bastards down the road. Yes, it is. Forgive me. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. BT Addy says the horse fiddlers are winning. There we go. See, the real names are coming out now.
Yeah, I see that
and
now.
as Ducky says there, God's sake, Rovers won up well. It's Blackpool, innit? And Doug's gone for Sunderland to nick it 1-0, where I've obviously gone the other way. So very, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So we'll have a quick look back then through all the matches that we have discussed. So as I say, this game week, we go back to the top. The EFL prediction show this week has given us the results of all of us have backed Burnley to beat West Brom. Myself and Carl have gone for Bristol Rovers to beat Bastards. Sorry, I had to stop myself and think about it then.
And you got that wrong as well. So,
but Kate's gone down the middle and sat on the fence and gone for a draw in that one. We've all backed Luton to do the biz against Wigan. We've all again joined in harmony, especially on the fence. So all three of us are receiving splinters in this one, because we can't separate Millwall or Cardiff. Norwich, we all, again, expect Norwich to put Coventry to the sword. And Carl and Kate have gone for Preston to beat the Brummies, where I have remained sat on the fence because I don't know. It seems I quite enjoyed splinters in the backside. We all have gone for Watford to beat Rotherham, although this is one of those games that could go either way. Who knows? From Rotherham down to Swansea, we have gone an even split across this one. Carl's gone for a draw, Kate's gone for QPR, and I've gone for the Swans to get the 3 points in that one. Myself is on the fence again. I've spent a lot of time on the fence this week. I don't know why. That's why I'm the bottom of the league. That's why I'm bottom of this. people. Remember that. Where Kate and Carl have both gone for a Reading win. Myself and Carl, would you believe it? Daniel's on the fence again. Except Carl's joined me this time, so I've got a little mate with me. And Kate has gone for a Blackpool win. All three of us have backed Sheffield United to beat Hull City. And Kate and Carl have gone on the fence. I decided, my arse is too numb now. I need the splinters removed. So I decided to take myself for a trip for a chicken parmo up in Middlesbrough. And hopefully Middlesbrough get the 3 points in that one. But we shall see. We shall see. That is your EFL predictions for this weekend's games. Let's have a look at what you guys are saying. Max says, Blades have better quality, I feel, especially with all our injuries. Yeah, you do have a lot of injuries, to be fair. That's a fair shout. He's also gone for Borough to beat Sunderland 2-1. Anthony says, Vidra is in talks with a free move to Bristol City, Dan. I mean, why not? For me, I thought it'd have worked perfectly in this system with Vincent Kompany, but apparently the terms we were offering were sharp, basically. So that's why he didn't sign a new deal. Carl's give a round of applause to everybody. Anthony says, effing Rovers, of course. And Cindy says, go Clarets. Let's hope for that. Let's hope for that on come Friday. But thank you very, very much indeed, Carl. We finally got around to doing this. So I do appreciate you sticking with us, and I do appreciate you coming on. Love having you on, mate. It's always class talking to you. And yeah, again, let people know where they can find you and your stuff.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Thank you for inviting me to do this. And let's see how I do this weekend if I finish above you. Like we did do in the last day of the season as well. So
just twist it even more, mate. Why not?
No, I appreciate it, man. You can find me personally at Carl Levy 92. You can find myself and Doug on the Total Levy and Hall Football channel on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter at the LH Football Pod. Also, you can find us on our podcast services on Spotify, Google, Apple, and other platform services as well too. We are on this weekend with the Saturday show. We'll talk about the transfer window after the post deadline day of this weekend, and talk about other things before the lunchtime kickoffs as well. So, but no, other than that, we are trying to get up to 50 subscribers. So we've got just over 30. We're going over 30. We're trying to get a bit more to 50 subscribers. So please hit the subscribe button and like our videos as well too. Please, we appreciate that.
No, please do. Please, if there's anything I can ask of you guys that are watching, I know you've been loyal to myself. So please do me that one massive favor. Go into the link of this video. Please subscribe to the Total Levy and Home podcast. I will love you all if we can help at least get them to that 50 mark. If we can, that would be phenomenal. So please, with your help, let's get them there tonight. Thank you very much indeed. Doug says, how did I do versus you and Kate, mate? Well, you and Kate both got 5 right out of the 13 games. I, however,
one really.
I got one. At least I got something. I got something, I suppose, in a way. I should look at that. But yeah, you and Kate both got 5, and I got Uno. So it's always nice. Hopefully I get Uno this week and I can play a reverse card on you all and I can pick up some really good points. But we shall see. Kate says, thank you, Dan and Carl, for being my source of entertainment. Can't get my words out. My source of entertainment tonight. Not a problem. I hope the kebab helps as well. And Simon says, evening, Dan. Simon from Twitter. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you are well, Mr. Ward. Hope you are well indeed. Thank you for coming along. As I say, if you haven't subbed already, if you are new, please subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on the videos that we put out. It really does help. Kate says, I think we drew Doug. Yes, she did. Cindy said, thanks also to Carl as well. And Dan from Barrow on Tour, who's obviously watching now from YouTube, has gone to watch us for his Twitch stream, says hello as well. So hello to your fine self. But it is going to be high and bar. Thanks again, Carl, for giving us your time. As I say, we will be back, people, tomorrow we will be speaking to Albion Fan TV, hopefully. He got roped into work today, so fingers crossed he will be with us tomorrow, and we'll be able to give you a West Brom perspective. And then at 10 o'clock, we will be covering the final hour of deadline day and obviously talking you through some of the transfers that have happened during the day. So come back to us for that. On Friday as well, I know we've given our prediction for the West Brom game by saying who we think is going to win, but we will be doing a live watch along as well. So obviously come along and get involved. We just chat shit and go off topic so many times, but it doesn't matter because we're there, we're watching the football, we're having a laugh, we're in the chat, we're engaging, and that's what you want. That's all we want. All we want is to have a laugh and bring some entertainment to our evenings. That's why we do it for you guys, because we love you guys and we love football. So thank you very much again, Carl, for coming on. Really do appreciate it. Again, please just shout out the Total Leave Your Own podcast because I think it's fantastic, mate, and you deserve a lot more than where it's at.
Yeah, no, again, thank you again, Dana. Like I said, everyone, please follow us, subscribe to us on the link below in the description. Also in the chat with my co-host Doug did put on for us. But like I said, again, please subscribe to us via all the podcast services on Apple, Google, Spotify. We've got video podcasts as well. We are going to upload the last Saturday's show as well, hopefully by tomorrow as well. I will be pulling back on here on Friday, doing my post-transfer review deadline day. I'm going to do some grades on the 20 Premier League teams as well. And I'll be back on Saturday with Doug as well at 10 a.m. on the Saturday show with ourselves as well. But please subscribe to our channels here on YouTube, all of our social media platforms.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So thank you, everybody, for watching. That is it for your Wednesday, your Wednesday fix. But as I say, thank you very, very much. Please do smash the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, check the link in the description of this video, show your support to all channels involved. Thanks everyone in the chat. So many names to mention, but thank you to you all. And we will see you tomorrow with another video. Thanks again, Carl. All the best to whoever your team's playing this weekend. And just remember, it's up the Clarets. It always will be. And as much as Carl will obviously be marching on, we all know. I marched to the bathroom to get tissues to stop myself from crying that final day. It still hurts, people. It still hurts. But until next time, take care, look after yourselves, and we'll see you tomorrow with another video.